Hi, this is JC Jackson, and I'll be teaching you how to draw David Cornsweat's Superman. Now, a lot of Superman fans are mixed on the suit, very mixed. But my opinion, I personally like his suit. So yeah. Also, do not mind the background.
You was so nasty. Oh my god.
It is what it is. Don't mind. Anyway, you'll need a pencil, eraser, and a ruler. Okay, so what you're gonna do is draw a circle, and this is just for the head. Okay, after you're done with the circle, you're gonna draw a center line down the middle of the head. And the jawline is basically just like a U shape. Then draw a horizontal line through the middle of the circle we drew earlier, and this is going to be for the brow line. Now draw two lines going down on each side of the head, and this is for the neck. Then you're going to draw a horizontal line right under the neck, and this is like the collarbone. Then draw two lines on each side, pointing down and kind of angled. Okay, now we're going to draw the shoulders, and it's basically just a circle. And for the other shoulder, you're going to draw it a little bit bigger than the other one, and that is only for perspective reasons. Nothing else. To better explain this concept of perspective is just like foreground, midground, and background, where the foreground seems a lot bigger because it's closer to us. And then this drawing is like that with this side of his body. Then you're going to draw a big square, and this is for his chest area. Then draw another square right below the top one, and this is going to be for the abdomen. Now we got to draw a center line through the whole body, and just like we did to the head, and kind of curve it when it gets to the chest, just for dimension. Now, as we draw the structure lines, on the way you don't need some of the lines, so just erase them. Kick them to the curb. Now, I drew a really weird shape for the upper arm, but it's basically just similar to a rectangle. Now, for the forearms, I just kind of drew the same shape, but more narrow as it goes down. And then next, we gotta draw the waistline or belt line, whatever you call it. It's basically just like a rectangle wrapping around. And then just draw two lines next to the forearms for the undies, and we're pretty much done with the body structure. But we gotta do one more thing. We have to erase those structure lines to add more detail on top for the second part, which is details. You can use any eraser like this high polymer eraser, or a pencil eraser, or a kneaded eraser. I'm using a kneaded eraser because it's more flexible, and I personally like it, so yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and head to the next part. Alright, part 2 is details. Alright, just draw two 70-degree angles on both sides. Just a little bit more curved because it's the brow line. Then you're going to draw the sides of the nasal bone, which is basically just two lines pointing inward. Then just draw one line going down and add a thickness to it so the nose will pop out a little more. Then the last part of his nose looks like a downward arrow. Now for the eye, it's basically just like an almond shape, but I put like finer cut lines for my eyes. And if you want it to be really almond shaped, then do you. Now just draw the iris for his eyes. Then in this part, we're just going to add the eyebrows to the brow line. Now we're going to add a smile line on both sides. Then for them lips, just draw a line. If you want to be more realistic, just add 2 peaks on the top of the lip. And then 2 wrinkles on the side. And 1 line below that for the bottom lip. Now draw another line right below that and kind of curve it so that the chin looks more dimensional and pops out more. And then we got to draw them dimples. Hey, this is just a quick pause to tell you if I'm going too fast, you can slow the video down and yeah, just do what you gotta do. Now we do the side of his face and kind of curve it a little bit and kind of angle the line more in to accentuate the cheekbones because it's his side profile. And then you got to make that jawline real sharp. And since we drew those structure lines in the last part, drawing the jawline is real easy. So for the hair, do not make the mistake in just drawing the details of the hair already without no structure lines at all. So you got to do those structure lines, draw the shape of the hair first. So it's a lot more easier when you have to add on detail to that hair, make it more realistic. Now I'm gonna go ahead and draw the ear because I've already made the silhouette of the head basically. And the outline of the ear is basically just like the letter C, just a little bit more weird. Now honestly, I got to be honest. I do not know how to describe the inside of the ear because it is a really weird shape. I mean, you could draw a 5 or a weird looking S. Ooh, my brain is not working today. Now for Superman's hair, it's basically just a big fat curl on the left side, and he has a bit of a widow's peak for his hairline. Now we can erase the structure lines for his hair and add, more detail. And don't completely erase it. We need the structure lines. That's why it's called structure. It helps you to build more detail. Now it's coming together. Now we got to draw that giraffe neck. It's just, 2 lines going down. Also add the hair on the back of his neck. Now this next part may be a bit complicated, but it's just a V-shaped collar that he's wearing. It's just a bit more curved. Now we gotta draw that Adam's apple. Now, it kind of looked like there's a coin stuck in his throat, but that's okay. Let's continue. Then draw 2 lines that are parallel to the collar. Then draw 2 lines on each side that are further down. And we're doing this so we can prepare to draw the cape. Okay, now you want to draw the cape kind of folding over the suit. Then kind of just curve it down the shoulder. Now I'm going to add more detail of the cape going over the shoulder. Now for the other side, it's going to be a bit different because of perspective reasons and because of the way he's facing. It's just going to cut off more shortly because the cape is blowing to the right. It's getting closer and closer to looking like Superman. We just gotta add a couple more things and a couple more details. Now you're gonna draw 2 more lines to make it look like a 70-degree angle again, just more curved. Now through this tutorial, if you mess up, it's okay. Like I messed up right now. So I'm gonna fix it with my eraser real quick. Now this line curves all the way to the shoulders on both sides. Now for perspective reasons, the curve to the shoulder is going to be more bigger because the way Superman is turned in this drawing, his right side is more closer in perspective. Then also draw the shape of the shoulder on both sides. Now I will say David Cornsweat's Superman suit has a lot of lines. So you have to draw a line in between lines. I don't even know how to describe what I'm doing anymore because there's so many lines on the suit. But I still think the suit looks good. Now, as you can see, I kind of already drew the symbol and the structure lines, so this could be a lot more easier for me for this tutorial. But it's basically the Superman Kingdom Come symbol. And I like the Superman symbol. It's pretty cool. Especially for the story that James Gunn is gonna do. I mean, he's cooking. He's cooking. Also remember, pause the video if you need to. Also, on the way as you're drawing this, you can erase some of the structure lines that you don't need anymore, so the drawing doesn't look, all messy. You want it to be as clean as possible. Alright, draw a line right by the Superman symbol, and then draw an angled line. And then draw another line. Man, I've said line like 100 times in this video. If it's getting annoying, then I am so sorry. It's hard to teach how to draw a very complicated suit because of those complicated lines. So I really don't want to confuse you guys, so the best thing I could do here is just let the video play out and hopefully you can get the lines down. And remember, you can pause at any time or slow it down. Take your sweet precious time on this. So I'm gonna let the video take it away for this part. Now I kinda understand why fans kept saying that they MCU-ified the Superman suit. This is exhausting. Line after line. How many lines? And don't get me wrong, judging by the set photos that I can't show, the colors are beautiful in this suit. Amazing, glamorous. It's bright like a diamond. But those lines! Anyway, you're gonna draw the tricep and bicep muscles on both arms. It's just another curve. And it stops about at the belt line. And then do the forearms, which is like the same shape. Now the belt buckle is just a square shape in the middle, and then the pieces on the side is kind of angled, but it's basically a rectangle. And I drew the strap first because the strap that's attached to the underwear is over the belt, so yeah. Now we go to the underwear. Just add 2 lines on each side, then add some wrinkles for his
junk mail.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that for now. And I'm also going to speed through this part like supersonic fast. If you want to pause and go slow. I'm just tired of saying lines, so please forgive me, but why so many lines? My gosh! Alright, let's get it. Deja vu! Now I gotta add the wrinkles. And honestly, a lot of people hate the wrinkles, but I mean, it's alright, it's fine. It's just wrinkles. Now this is the final step. We just need to add more lines to the cape to make it look like it's swaying to the right. Finally, we've made it to the finish line. We're finally done with all the lines. But before I go, let's go cinematic. Okay, now that we're done, let's just reflect on how beautiful this drawing is. Alright, that's the end of the video. If you guys like this video, then please consider subscribing and just like the video if you like the tutorial. Also, comment down below if you want me to do like me finishing it, like coloring it, because I mean, it's done, but it's not colored or shaded. So, I mean, for the most part, it looks pretty good. I mean, at least I think so.
That is not correct.
Anyway, what else was I going to say? I forgot, so I'm just gonna end it right here.